Alright, so these are all finished drying. As you can see, it's nice and hard. So the only thing to do now is test them out, and hopefully the tape experimenting is going to work, but if not, we'll see how well these last out. Alright, so I guess the best way to test these out are just by doing some kick flips and heel flips. Anything that involves your shoe actually rubbing against the grip tape. And we'll go from there. So let's get her done. Alright, so after 5 kick flips and 5 fakie flips, as you can see, wherever the tape was put on, just completely shredded off like it was nothing. As for other parts, the bottom part where I put the synthetic rubber on is completely gone, and right here on the side there's a bit of a scuff. So I don't know if you can see, but there's a bit of a scuff. So we're going to try to do some switch kick flips and nollie kick flips to test out how the other shoe is. Keep in mind the tape was an experiment. I kind of had a feeling that it wasn't going to hold on, but so far the rest of the shoe seems to be okay. So now we're going to test the other shoe and see how it holds up. Oh, great. I just ended up breaking my board right there, as you can see. Oh, that sucks. I'm going to switch over to the other board. Well, this sucks that I broke my board. You can see all the cracks and breaks right there. Just means I'm just going to have to snap this one or just set up a new one. I just want to say thank you and shout out to Greendale Skateboards though for sending me new decks all the time. I really appreciate it. Of course, when you're doing new tricks that you're not used to, like the switch and nollie, you're going to end up stomping and breaking it. But after managing to do 5 switch kick flips and 5 nollie flips, as you can see on this shoe, wherever the tape was, it just completely came off. So the tape and then covering it just doesn't do anything, just a waste of time and effort. I was just trying to cover the holes that I have. I'm gonna have to use something else for that. Maybe I could do shoe goo and then the tufts over top. But one thing I noticed is wherever the suede or fabric is, it's still pretty much untouched. There's just a tiny bit of wear, like a little bit, but when it comes to the actual rubber white spot, it rubs off completely. So that's one thing that the company, as well as myself, we're gonna experiment with, is the white part of your shoes and trying to put it on there and seeing if it will last. But clearly it just rubs right off. It doesn't work that great. But for the other areas, like up here on the shoe, it works amazing. So, you know, if you're gonna wear out your bottom white part, then you're pretty much done with those pairs of shoes. But if you can use the tufts over top of the fabric area, then it's going to make your shoes last longer until you wear out the white part of the insoles. And that was just off of doing 5 switch flips and 5 nollie flips. You can see it wore out pretty quick. So I would say overall tufts is good for the fabric parts of the shoe, but for the actual rubber, you might as well just skate what you got. I mean, you could try to always add a layer of the tufts over top like I did, and it might extend the life a little bit, but if you're skating hard and doing more than, like, you know, 10 tricks or attempts, then it's gonna do this. That's my honest opinion and honest review on this brand, telling you that it works for this part, the fabric, but not really the white part. I don't know if there's any way they can actually design the product or make it so it can adhere better to the white part, but that's like the majority of where you're actually going to be wearing out your shoes. But I did notice when I was skating the other shoe and doing tricks, some of it didn't actually wear off quite as quick. So maybe this rubber and, you know, this coating was actually cured better, or it's just not grinding it down as quick, because this, it's actually, as you can see, there's just a little bit of a mark. But on this shoe, it completely came off. So maybe it's just different types of white rubber that they're using and how it adheres, because it kind of almost, like when I rub it, it feels a bit different than each other. This one feels a little bit more grippier, and the State one doesn't feel as grippy. But also, like I said, on the bottom, it just completely wore it right off. So yeah, it's a nice and great idea. It does make a little bit of your shoes last longer, but it's not a 100% fix all, but it's still better than nothing. Yeah, that's my honest opinion, and now I gotta figure out a new setup. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Please let me know your comments about this in the video down below. Please like this video and click that subscribe button for more. One thing I do want to point out is I did one layer, and I guess if it dries and you keep adding more layers, it'll be stronger. So just keep in mind, I only did one layer. Maybe I'll have to experiment and do like 3 to 5 layers, and maybe it will make my shoes last a little bit longer. You know, more layers of that synthetic rubber will make it stronger. So we're just gonna have to experiment and go from there. Thanks for watching, everyone. Stay safe. God bless you all. Take care and peace out.